Welcome to the next episode of the Influencers series. In the first batch of videos, I took information from the second chapter of my book, Dangerous Ideas, on the history of Christianity. Now I return to Chapter 1 on classical antiquity and profile some of the great freethinkers of ancient Greece and Rome. The first to be profiled is Thales of Miletus. Miletus was a wealthy and prosperous city straddling the east-west trade routes in Ionia on the western coast of modern-day Turkey. As Cambridge professor Tim Whitmarsh notes in his book, tradition states that Thales was a wealthy merchant with Phoenician ancestry, and his trading networks would have brought him into contact with other cultures and their new ideas. While Thales was not an atheist, he did begin the era of philosophical inquiry that ultimately led to the gods being brought down to earth and stripped of their human attributes, and for creating a space to hypothesize systems of nature that would not require a deity. This impetus would lead later thinkers to push the envelope even further. It was said that he predicted a solar eclipse in 585 BCE, and some scholars speculate a link to Babylonian astronomical techniques and Egyptian geometry that provided him with the necessary tools to do this, though some scholars disagree with this theory. Machiavelli notes that the eclipse date was concocted, a date rejected by science historians, and that it was used to extrapolate and create a lifetime for Thales. Machiavelli suggests a decoupling of his lifetime from the eclipse date, which could place his active years squarely within the period of Persian rule of Ionia, starting in 547 BCE, and his exposure to Babylonian sciences. This trade in ideas played a significant role in the thinking of others who came after him, as the shaping of concepts occurs many times and provides interesting insights into the development of philosophical systems. Thales, and those who came after him, are known collectively as the Pre-Socratics, and they were noteworthy for challenging the epic tales of the gods in their questioning of tradition. By rejecting supernatural explanations and being amongst the first recorded written seekers of rational answers to the workings of the natural world, they ushered in the era of philosophy and skeptical questioning that would ultimately lead to expressions of outright atheism. Many of these inquiries into the natural world did not do away with the gods altogether, but just reimagined the gods as part of nature in a form of embryonic pantheism, a complex concept that could, in an overly simplified view, be stated that the universe is inseparable from God. By recasting the gods into the role of designers of an orderly universe, yet ones wholly disinterested in human affairs, these early attempts to understand nature and our place within it begin the long process of relegating the gods to history. Thanks for watching. Please check out the other videos on my channel if history is your thing, and see you next time.